Would you say Antifa or even yourself think that violence is justified to achieve these goals?
Yes.
Almost all of the people protesting against the Nazis and Klansmen in Charlottesville were peaceful, but not all of them.
Do you ever get tired of hiding your identity?
What are your thoughts on peaceful protests?
What's the most extreme thing you've done?
I have been involved in anti-fascist organizing and activism for 10 years now, I suppose. I don't think that any person can speak on behalf of a group. So I'm not speaking on behalf of like Antifa as such. I'm speaking on behalf of sort of myself as someone who is anti-fascist.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily, I'm Casper.
Like the friendly ghost?
Like the friendly ghost.
Love that.
This is my first time hearing about Antifa. What is it?
Antifa is shorthand for anti-fascist, and that sort of includes the gamut of the bad isms, you know, so anti-racism, anti-transphobia, anti-Islamophobia, anti-sexism. But I think another core tenet of it is probably also anti-capitalism.
Do you consider yourself an organization?
No. Antifa is not anything remotely close to an organization. It's sort of decentralized and autonomous. And what I mean by that is like, there's no central decision-making body. In fact, there is no center.
What do you define a fascist as?
Someone whose political beliefs and values and the world they're trying to create is one of hierarchy and racialized domination, nationalistic domination, and xenophobia. And not everybody from any specific group shares exactly the same principles, but
right now, from my perspective, Antifa is being portrayed as like government enemy number one, right? Like, oh, Antifa is going against America. Antifa is destroying the American philosophy, I guess, the way of life.
Maybe you feel like this is like a good thing. Like you guys want to be known as like big, top, violent, extreme dogs. I don't know, you tell me.
yeah, totally. I think nowadays, what it is has been largely defined by the media. You can't see me, but I'm wearing like full black bloc. I'm wearing all black. I have a black balaclava on. And I think like that is what Antifa oftentimes means. This militant, black-clad protester.
Do you ever get tired of hiding your identity?
It's kind of fun, actually. Putting on a matching outfit with like dozens of other people in a street protest, everyone just becomes a part of this like moving organism where you can sort of do anything and be anyone you want and not face the consequences of those actions, right? You know, no face, no case is sort of this term that gets thrown around a lot.
So I guess that's interesting because like with this belief, do you think it allows people to be more violent without consequences?
Sure. I mean, it makes it more possible to use violence to achieve my means or something like that, because I know deep down in my heart and in my soul that it has to be done.
Would you say Antifa or even yourself think that violence is justified to achieve these goals?
Yes. Violence has been a part of what it means to be a human being. The world that we live in today with all the bombs and all the guns and all the starving people and the pollution, these are all different types of like violences or something that are happening around the world. And I think our capacity for violence is sort of like that which has been taken from us and concentrated in the hands of the police.
So you're against like police, like no police?
Fundamentally, yes. One of the most memorable experiences of my life was like watching the 3rd Precinct burn to the ground in Minneapolis during the George Floyd uprising. And that was the first time in American history that that's ever happened. And within days, hundreds or thousands of police cars across the country were like on fire.
You don't think that kind of causes more fear and irrationalization? Wouldn't that be against what you are for, which is like a world where everyone can kind of come together, be, you know, peaceful?
Like, I think the police sort of serve 3 primary functions. One is like to uphold racialized white supremacy, protect the interests of the capitalist ruling class, and the third is to like prevent social movements from being able to change anything.
So then if like I'm in my house, someone breaks in, and like I'm in my closet or my bathroom, like who do I call?
Hopefully not the cops, because they don't really seem to help with that much. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. I think there's like a million different solutions. What do we do when harm happens in our community? What do we do when people are committing wrongdoings or whatever? And I think the answer to that is like a million different things, but definitely not the police.
Hey Claire,
Hey, Jing.
are you enjoying our Ask Me Anything series?
I am. And if you are too, like and subscribe for more videos like this. Now, let's get back into the video.
Have you ever broke anything?
Yes.
What?
I mean,
window?
like, I'm trying to debate on whether or not I should even talk about these sorts of things.
What's the most extreme thing you've done?
Some of the most intense experiences of my life were the resistance against Milo Yiannopoulos in Oakland, who was a right-wing grifter trying to give some public talk that was shut down by anti-fascists.
Like you tried to stop him from talking, or?
Yeah, something to that effect, trying to basically create such a scene that the whole event has to be shut down.
So I guess it's fair to say you don't believe in free speech?
Well, I don't think that everybody has an equal microphone, per se. The sort of abstract notion of free speech is less important to me than the content of what's being shared. And if what's being shared is calls to violence and anti-Semitism and sexism and racism, then I don't give a fuck about your so-called free speech.
Do you think it would be okay to punch a Nazi?
Hell yeah. Yes, absolutely. We should not cede an inch to those bastards, and when they have the gall to step out of their mom's basement or whatever, we do not give them space in our communities to share their disgusting and toxic and unforgivable opinions.
What are your thoughts on peaceful protests? Do you believe in it?
I think a lot of the sort of like proper channels of change, working within the system, like begging the people in power to make a decision that doesn't, fuck everybody over. A lot of that stuff is really degrading. So we're begging them to change the world when really we're the ones, us, you, the person watching this YouTube video, are the ones who have the power to change the world.
What's something you wish people knew about you?
Wow, no one's ever asked me that question before. I'm looking for love in the world, like in all sorts of forms. Love is the fucking answer, like loving each other, loving ourselves, loving the world. And obviously it's not always, like the world's a sad place sometimes.
I didn't expect you to say you were looking for love in the world. For some reason that made me emotional for a second. I guess I'm wondering, like, how do you reconcile the two, talking about love a lot, but then also being part of a group that condones violence? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a heavy question. Thanks. The world is becoming increasingly uninhabitable. Targeted communities just continue to be targeted. Racialized violence happening in the world, gendered violence. And for me, for love to be able to truly proliferate in this world, so many of these systems need to be torn down. And so many new ones need to pop up in their place. And I don't know what those new ones are. I don't have an answer for everything. But I know that the way that this world is right now is just not conducive to love.
How do you engage with individuals who don't see eye to eye with Antifa or have a very violent reaction to the words?
That is a very good question. I think it's one that people have been trying to answer for a long time. How do we communicate across difference? Another reason why I don't always think showing up in full black bloc garb is the most strategic is because it makes people assume a lot about you. I put on this mask like less than 1% of the time or something,
Oh, really?
And so many of us are doing so many different types of community organizing work. There's so much more to like building an anti-fascist world than just fighting against fascists.
What is something that you love about yourself?
But one thing I love about myself is that I care. I care about things. My heart gets warmed when I see people in contact with their capacity to be however they want to be in the world, to do whatever they want to do in the world. I'm trying to do that too, I'm trying to come into contact with my source energy or whatever to self-actualize, and it's a really hard, it's a fucking hard.
Yeah, I appreciate your answers. It seems like you really took some time to think about some of those.
I may not agree with like everything you stand for, but I think I agree like for the most part, like just being like a liberal person. I think we both can say that we want the world to be like a better place.
I'm not a person with like very strong political views. My beliefs are do whatever makes you happy as long as it doesn't hurt other people or yourself. Everybody can be happy without harming others at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're a decent human being and a cool guy.
Well, thanks.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Right back at you.
Thank you.